Welcome to CHSathletics.com. This year we're trying to interview all of our coaches to find out about all of our teams. Today we have with us Coach Colonel Rexford from the cross country team. Coach Rexford, tell us a little bit about what cross country entails.
Cross country is a different kind of sport, and it's much like the other sport I coach, which is rifle team, because you're really either in rifle or running against your own best self. So what I really push for is everybody to become a better runner, and then because there's no defense in this. You can't take out the other team. And that's one of the different things. One of the things that's also a little unusual and sometimes surprising for people to understand is that the scoring is low score wins because all you do is you add up the places. So a perfect score in cross country is 15. That's the first 5 places.
Now tell us a little bit about boys cross country.
Okay. I probably should add also that the course is cross country, so it's not a road race, and it's through the woods in our case, and as in many cases, and it's always a 5K or 3.1 mile race at the high school level. First of all, the boys, this is the largest boys team I've ever had. This is my 15th year of doing cross country, and we've got 23 runners, and probably one of the hardest working teams I've ever had. I've had individually some exceptional runners. Ricky Johnson certainly comes to mind, David Hodges and some others, but and even Josh Bridges, who's back here at the high school. But as a team, I've got some of the hardest working runners I've ever had, and I've got the largest. The boys, we had our first all-region meet last night and at Union, and we could have very easily won it. We came in second, but we've got the capability to win in the region for sure. So good, strong team. More athletes from Bell Street than I've ever had before. We've got 5 runners from Bell Street, and both boys and girls. And so we've got more from Bell Street as well, which also bodes well for the future. Only have a few seniors. So most of my runners really fall in the category of 10th graders. So
you still have a bunch back next year?
Yes. Somebody else will. I'm going to retire at the end of the year. So.
Okay.
Girls, again, we've got the most girls we've ever had. We've got 9 girls running with us. And Abby Waldron, this will be her 5th year, is my strongest runner. But again, just some really super young ladies. Susanna Bryant, she's another senior. She and Abby are seniors, along with Brentley Harwell. And so just great kids to be with. One of the other things for both boys team and girls team is one of the biggest competitions I have is Beta Club, math team, academic team, National Honor Society. I mean, these are good things to be competing with, but a lot of my kids are in those things as well. And so it's just a pleasure to work with them, just really great kids.
And how have things gone so far?
Good. We practiced throughout the summer. It's not every runner doesn't have to be there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I offer Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 o'clock runs, and they've been very good at making those, and I've had, as always, a number of runners join us after the school term starts, partly because some aren't aware of it. It's particularly true in the Bell Street kids. But yeah, it's going very well. One of the things that probably ought to differentiate, in addition to boys and girls, in a sense there's a JV and a varsity. Reality is until you get to running upper state, though, everybody runs everybody runs. So all the boys, sometimes they'll run boys and girls together if it's a relatively small meet. But they don't differentiate between varsity and JV until you get to the upper state. Your top 5 runners count, but you run runners. So when we go to upper state later this season to determine who gets to go to the state, it'll be just the top 5 runners or top 7 runners that I can have run. And then everybody else will run JV. And that's for boys team, I can do 7, and girls team, I can do 7.
What do you have coming up?
Okay. Well, we ran Union last night as a the opening for the region, and it so happens that we turn right around and run Union again next week. And we'll be running at Union, and I just need to check real quick. We'll be running with, I think, Chapman and Union and ourselves. So that's going to be next Tuesday. And then we'll be at Greer and then at Chapman, and then we'll go to Heritage Park for a run, and then we'll have a home meet. Well, actually, before that, on the 27th, we have a home meet. Lawrence, and right now as it stands, 96 will come up and run with us. So we do that as a home meet. So.
Okay.
Okay.
So, thank you, Coach Rex, for being here with us today on CHSathletics.com.